of Professor Lero giving a talk in Minsk.
Yeah. Oh, in Mogilев. This was in Mogilев.
Oh, excuse me. They both start with M.
Mogilев.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I cannot hear. All right.
Okay. Joe, are you going to talk?
Oh, are we? I guess so. I guess let's start. We're going to start. We're going to start by talking about humor.
Mm-hmm.
By talking about humor. Would Yekaterina, your face is on my screen right now. Yekaterina and Svetlana, would the two of you? No. Would the two of you read the text in this cartoon? Katya, you be the little kid, and Svetlana, you be the big kid. Go ahead. Just read it.
Okay. So my dad took me ice fishing and I caught a fish.
How long?
Only a couple of hours, but it felt like a week.
Okay. No. How long was the fish?
Aha. Do you think that's funny? Does anybody think that's funny? Is this funny?
Oh, it is in a way.
It is in a way. How? What do you? Yes. What do you mean in a way? Well, how is it funny?
I don't know. It seems to me it's a joke in the style of Carol.
Huh?
Use Carol like to play with words.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, that's what makes this funny. And what is the word that makes it funny? What's the confusion about?
Long. How long?
How long?
How long, yeah.
How long? And because how long can be interpreted in different ways. How long is the fish? Is it this long or this long? Or how long in terms of time? So and this is one of the things that results in humor, when there's a misunderstanding about the meaning of words. I want to show another little film clip. Professor Shostakov, could you start us with the Reagan jokes? How are we going to do that? I'm going to pass you the baton. Seem to have lost our host. Oops. Kostya, are you there? Kostya? We don't have Kostya.
Okay, we better mush on without it.
All right, then we're going to go on without us. Let's see. I want to look at another cartoon. This one. Okay, how about this? Daria, you're on my screen right now. Would you read the caption of this? Daria, could you read the caption, the text?
Oh, the same text?
No, that's what I see. I see the old one. And so which tab should we select?
It's I'm in a band. Let's see, it's number 1.
But my dad took me.
number one. Everybody have picture number one?
They probably don't know how to get to it.
All right. All right, ladies.
Right. It's about I'm in a band, right?
I'm in a band, yeah.
Okay, so what should I do?
Well, just read it. I'm in a band. I'm in a band. Do you think this is funny, Daria?
Well, I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Don't think so? Katya, do you think this is funny?
Well, I don't think so, but maybe she's looking for a note to say, well, to justify her.
Yeah. Well, Daria, you're doing great. Go ahead and describe this picture. What is this? What's the scene here?
Thank you. I think this girl is an adolescent, maybe, but she wants to seem to be decent, maybe, and she was caught at a really difficult situation, maybe.
Okay.
And this guy was asking her what she was doing. She just said, "I'm in the band."
I'm in a band. All right. So, okay. Ksenia, could you? What do you think? What's going on here? Where is this taking place?
Oh.
Ksenia, where is this taking place?
I'm in a band.
Where is it? What do you think?
This bar somewhere.
It's in a bar. Good. It's in a bar. It's in a bar, and so there's a man and a woman in a bar.
All right.
And so if an unacquainted man and an unacquainted woman meet at a bar,
and the next
Maria, so the man would want to get acquainted, right? Yeah? Okay. So he says, "I'm in a band. I'm in a band." Now, you would think that a band means an orchestra or an ensemble, huh? But how is this man dressed?
Like Robin Hood.
Like Robin Hood, yeah.
Robin Hood.
Who said that? Robin Hood. That's exactly. So, and what was Robin Hood's?
That was such a band.
What was his group called? He let Robin Hood.
Like robbing wealthy people. He was robbing wealthy people with his band of his followers.
There you go. Good for Svetlana. Good for you. He had his band of merry men. That's what they were called. A band of merry men. So what makes this funny is that sometimes a great pickup line is, "I'm in the band. You know, I'm the drummer of the band. I'm playing. I'm the guitarist." Here we have Robin Hood, and he says, and Robin Hood, when Robin Hood uses this standard pickup line, well, that means that makes it very funny. What is another, ladies? I don't have much experience with this, and I don't know if you do or not. But what is another pickup line? Do you know what a pickup line is?
No.
What's a pickup line?
Well, if you want to start, well, sort of, we call it also check someone up. Want to, you want to, well, start acquaintance with someone.
Yeah.
And it's a good way to start.
Okay.
To say some standard thing.
Yeah. Well, what's another pickup line? Maria, what's a pickup line?
What's pickup line? I think it's when
well, give me an Yeah.
I
Well,
want
give me an example.
Example. Hello, where are you from? I'm from whatever place.
Well,
Nice weather. Isn't it? Something like that.
you want to chat someone. Well, how about like you could say, "Do you come here often?" That's a good pickup line.
Do I know you from somewhere?
Mm-hmm.
Not that I have much experience with that either.
Like, have you met before?
Yeah. Or
what's your sun sign?
yeah.
Sorry?
What's your sign? What's your sign?
Huh?
What's your sign?
I'm a Leo.
What does it mean? What's your sign?
What's your sign? Какой твой знак зодиака?
Stop!
What's your sign?
What's your sign?
Explain it in English.
Well, I understand it. Well, that's star sign. It can be Virgo or Gemini or
Yeah.
Libra, something like that.
You got it. Okay, that's very good. All right. Now, how about let's look at another. Let's look at that's this humor. This cartoon is only funny if you know a couple things. So you have to know. What do you have to know to see the humor of this? Maria, what do you have to know to see the humor of this cartoon?
You know this, funny?
Agnieszka, what do you think?
Well, you have to know historical context in this case.
You have to know something about British folklore. And you have to know something about
Modern ways of peacocking.
Modern ways of fishing. Very good. So this humor is what does it depend on?
On your background, on knowledge of culture.
Knowledge of culture. It depends on. It's very dependent on context. You have to know. It's very specific because if you lived in rural China or if you lived in rural India, you could look at this picture for 10 years and never see the humor. All right. Well, so that's it.
I just wanted to say, if you have not looked at the chat recently, please click on the chat tab and see that channel of text that has been running while you've been speaking and listening. Go ahead and take a look at the chat. This is a resource for you, and even if you don't write in it, you ought to look at it, especially if you're having any difficulty understanding.
Yes. We give the answers written.
Yes, it's written. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's look at another picture. This one here. Everybody see it? You click on cats 10001. Cats 10001.
10001.
Cats.
Okay.
Everybody have cats? At the beginning of the lesson, one of you said, "I have 2 cats." Who said that? Yes.
I have one.
You have one? How many people have cats? Put it in chat. Somebody has cat. Who has cats?
I haven't any cat.
No cats.
I have 2 cats. Alisa. Alisa does.
Okay, so, all right, everybody has cat. I have a black cat. Well, good for you. Flash and Sparkle. I myself have 1 cat.
But a magnificent cat it is.
Yes, my cat. Okay, good. I'm glad to see how people are kind of familiar with the chat room. Okay, so what do you think? Is this how much cultural context do you have to have? How much historical context do you have to have to see the humor in this?
The pet owner. No, the cat.
Yes, yeah. Alessia, is this funny?
I think it is, because if you have a cat, you understand the humor.
You understand the humor. And what is the humor of this?
Oh, he's planning to steal this
thing. And the cat, even though the cat looks very benign and very quiet, but that inside the cat's brain, what's going on? Anyone, what's going on?
Well, she about math, some difficult math problem, trying to solve it. So that's it's so typical of the cat.
It's very typical of the cat.
It is typical. It isn't typical. It should be thinking about something else, like something on the table.
Maria, do you have a cat?
I haven't any cat, but when I watch this picture, I think it's a very unusual cat because he thinks about maybe math or I don't know, maybe.
He thinks about what?
What?
You say he thinks he's unusual because he thinks,
maybe,
I didn't understand.
She means that she thinks about mathematics. Yes.
Yes.
Mathematics.
Okay.
Let's see. Professor Shestakov, I think you're back. I wonder if you could upload that film clip for us now. Let's look at another little, at some jokes. We've been talking about printed cartoons, but now let's look at Reagan up at the top.
Can I see?
Yes.
Stories that are told in the Soviet Union by their people among themselves, which reveal they've got a great sense of humor, but they've also got a pretty cynical attitude toward their system. And I told this one, Bill, you'll have to hear it again. I told it in the car. I didn't tell this one to Gorbachev. You know, a 10-year delay in the Soviet Union of delivery of an automobile. It's out of 7 families in the Soviet.
Just a minute. Professor, could you pause that? I've got a little feedback that makes listening to this.
Difficult to follow. I hear words twice.
I know it.
It's very bad because.
Okay, listen to me for just a minute. Let's fix that. Would all of you, just for this, turn on this? That should do it.
Mhm. Alright. Okay. Okay. That's critical.
All right.
Okay.
Very good. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn our microphones back on.
I can't, I don't know how to do that.
Well, do you see next to your name, where there's if there's a little red X next to the earphones. Svetlana, your microphone is on. Okay,
I can see him right now. Okay. Oh, well, but I'm sorry, I couldn't see it.
All right. Well, so sometimes when your microphones are live, there's feedback. So shutting them off fixes that. Okay. So we had several jokes here. President Ronald Reagan, who was president during the Cold War, telling Soviet jokes. Svetlana, did you think these were funny?
Yes.
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 Ksenia, did you like these?
I didn't understand humor.
You didn't understand the humor, okay. Alessia, how about you? Did you understand it?
Well, yes, I know all of these stories. I've heard them before.
Well,
some of them are funny, and of course some of them are reflecting the situation. Right.
So, are these jokes funny today?
If you know about the problems of the time, yes, for me, for example, I can understand that, the problems of that time. Or somebody who read about them, then yes, it is funny.
I cannot hear you very well.
Really? I'm sorry about that. I'm afraid I cannot do anything about it.
Sveta, turn your volume down a little bit.
How do I do that? I would appreciate your help. How do I do that?
Under audio, at the very, very top of your screen.
Okay.
At the very top of your screen, do integrated voice conference, and there's the volume switch. Do you see it? Integrated voice conference.
I cannot see this.
Audio first. Audio.
Under the menu. The audio
I can
menu.
see notes, chat, participants, radio show, summer, vacation.
Way up at the very, very top of your screen. Way up.
Okay. File, edit, share, view, audio. Okay.
Audio, open audio.
Integrated voice conference and volume.
Okay. Turn it down.
And your speaker, the microphone volume down.
Okay. Well.
So, let's see, Alessia. So we were talking about Maria, Alessia. What makes these jokes funny? What does this humor depend on? Look what we've talked about so far. We've said that humor is dependent on cultural context, like Robin Hood. We said that some humor does not depend on cultural context, like the cats. What about this humor? What about this humor? What does this depend on?
Sorry?
History, yeah. History.
Cultural background, because very few countries have such a situation like Soviet people.
But would people tell jokes like this in Russia today?
Well, some
Hardly. Hardly.
No.
Maybe some of the humorists. But no. This is a thing in the past. No. It's not for modern generation, honestly.
How about the modern generation would not think that this is very humorous, would they?
Yes, probably. That's, I guess.
Well, let's look at some things that that a modern American generation might
find funny.
Might think is funny. How about this? Now, look at the top and look at the top, and we're opening the cartoon that says 8HW1. 8HW1.
8HW1. 8HW1. HW1. Ah, yes, I can see that.
Okay, good. Everybody have it?
Yes.
All right, 8HW1. Yekaterina, would you read the caption, please?
I cannot see the caption. I can't see the caption.
Okay, listen to how you find the caption. Down at the very bottom, there's a little. Make it smaller.
Okay, all right. My dog ate my homework.
My doll ate my homework. My doll ate my homework. So, is that funny?
It is, because it should have been dog.
It should have been dog, huh?
Yes.
Maria, do kids say that in Russia? My dog ate my homework?
What?
Do kids say that in Russia? My dog ate my homework?
They say, my little brother told it up, or something I forgot, or I didn't see it written down on the board.
Okay.
Something like that.
All right. Okay, Daria, what do you think? What other excuses the kids give?
Yes, it's rather cute picture because yes, in Russia they say my dog is my father, and probably the girl is pretty little to make up her mind for a little time. So maybe she mixed some things and she just mistook, and she made a mistake saying dog instead of dog, but yeah, really dog.
So what we're playing with here is my dog ate my homework. Let's look at another one here. Now go to 8 homework 2. 8 homework 2. Homework 2.
Right.
Okay, Ksenia, would you read this?
What is your question?
The painting.
Ksenia, would you read?
Very badly. Echo.
The painting chip in my computer. Read it. Прочти. The painting chip.
Ksenia, can you find this?
8 homework 2. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let her answer. Let her answer.
Ксень, там написано внизу. Прочитай. Ты видишь ее? Картинку видишь?
Да.
Прочитай только по-английски.
Ksenia. And whoa, I'll stop. We've got to speak in English. Okay, now Ksenia.
My computer.
Ksenia.
Right.
Can you see it? Ksenia, can you hear me?
Sveta.
Pentium chip in my computer ate my homework.
Good, thank you. All right. Now, what's funny about this, Ksenia?
Pentium chip. What's
Sveta, wait, let her answer.
Okay.
Ksenia?
The young boy
didn't homework, didn't do homework, and he wants to fully hear teaching, but tried to explain each for his teacher.
Ksenia, would this cartoon have been funny 10 years ago?
What?
Yes, yeah. Would this have been funny 10 years ago?
Excuse me, I didn't follow your thought.
Okay. Well, my question is, would this have been funny 10 years ago?
10 years ago it was very funny because computers worked quite badly, as I remember, and it was
well,
not so many people owned computers. They were not so widespread. They were not available to many people.
Not many people, 10 or 15 years ago, we would not have known what a Pentium chip was. In fact, I'm pretty certain that the term is a fairly new term. The Pentium chip. So far we have the doll ate my homework, the Pentium chip ate my homework, and now we're looking at eight homework 3, 8 HW3. Head and shake.
That's the funniest thing of all.
Yeah, that's
because I hate it so much.
all right, good.
That's what they feel about their homework. It's universal.
All right, yeah, Sheta, thanks. Nadia, is this possible? I ate my homework?
Yes, rather funny pictures. Well, the boy looks very funny, and he looks in a strange way, actually. And looking at him, well, makes me.
I think the situation is very funny.
Yeah, I ate my homework. One of the hungry boy. I ate my homework. I don't, Professor Smith and Marston, you may have to help me here. I found this, and I wasn't sure whether this is talking about the fact that one of the problems in the United States is that kids come to school hungry. Do you see that humor? Yes. Either of you?
I wasn't quite sure what the background reason was.
Oh,
I thought it was funny.
You mean that country could be starving, or those people who live there could starve from...
In America, they come to school hungry?
Yes.
That's funny.
This is a major issue, that they find that many students who do very poorly in school have not eaten breakfast.
Really?
And maybe it's because of money or poverty or their family situation, but maybe it's just, if you know teenagers, right, getting them to eat is very difficult on a regular schedule, or to eat healthy things.
Not funny then.
Well, it is not funny if they come to school hungry. It is not funny then.
And that's why I thought maybe it was they came to school not having eaten breakfast, so that they had the money for breakfast, their parents gave them breakfast, and they said, no, I'm a teenager, I eat on my own schedule. But I am interpreting it that way because I have a teenager who eats on very odd schedules and will sometimes not eat anything healthy.
You know, we as teachers, and sometimes we want to eat our tasks for our students when there are a lot of them.
I cannot hear the...
Would all of you know the expression, my dog ate my homework? And many of you have cats. would it ever be even credible to say my cat ate my homework?
Yes, it
Not
would
a-
be.
Not a chance.
Not a chance, because you wouldn't say that because well, cats are not particularly well, cats are very
They're very fussy what they eat.
they're very finicky eaters. Finicky, do you know this? This is a good word.
Yeah.
Finicky. Finicky, very fussy, very particular about what they eat.
Finicky.
But
Finicky.
Finicky.
they can tear your homework. So it's
Finicky.
normal.
Finicky. But, okay, good. Okay, I have a couple more cartoons to talk about. One of the homeworks that is assigned at the very beginning of the school semester is a report on what you did during summer vacation, right?
Yes.
You do that? Yeah. If you've taught or if you've ever been a student, in early September, the teacher says, give a report, prepare a report on what you did during summer vacation. So go ahead and open the screen that says Summer Vacation 1. Summer Vacation 1.
My turn is
Summer Vacation 1. Alessia, would you read the Alessia, go ahead and describe the picture here. Just describe the picture. What do you see in this picture?
Well, I see the classroom, right?
Right? And
I see
and how do you know it's a classroom?
Because I see some kids and their parents and the teacher's desk and the blackboard for, I don't know, our flag. I see the flag.
And what else? What else is on the walls?
The letters are on the walls.
Right, like
See the alphabet.
alphabet. Sure. So here's a flag. We have the alphabet. Here's the teacher's desk, and we have student desk. Okay, good, very good, good. So we have a classroom, and Maria.
Yes.
How about if you read the caption?
In which my attorney has advised me that I am not obligated to address the questions of what I did in my summer vacation. No, how to read this word?
Nonetheless.
Sheta.
I would like to respond.
Nonetheless, I would like to respond.
Yes.
Okay. Maria. So, what does that mean?
It's a very good question.
They really parents.
They're not parents. Now I understand. They're not parents.
They're not parents, they are attorneys. They are attorneys, they're lawyers.
They are lawyers.
Yes, they give legal advice, and that's humorous side. There are so many lawyers in America, probably. They can keep having.
No, what do kids talk in sentences like this, Ksenia? Do kids talk?
No, never. That's right.
Ksenia.
Okay, sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
What?
Do
What
kids
a
talk?
strange man behind the seat.
The strange men indeed. The strange men indeed. And how are the strange men? They all seem to look alike. Ksenia, describe the strange men.
What is it?
Describe, what do they have? How are they dressed? What are they carrying?
I think this man look like a detective.
Detective.
Detectives. Well, here they are. Here are these strange men.
Yes.
So you have these guys.
Yes.
There are four of them here. One of them's a woman, actually. One is a woman, and four are men, and they are dressed in suits and hats, and they're all carrying briefcases. They're all carrying briefcases, and this is a stereotypical attorney.
Attorney. That's another word for it is lawyer. Probably Xenia knows it. Lawyer.
We have attorney, we have lawyer, we have counselor, and we have counsel. Those are all words that we could use to describe these people. Now, I'm going to go back to my original question, which is, the kids, who talks this way?
Attorneys.
Talks this way. Attorneys do not, no, not attorneys.
Someone who is
Talks this
looking
way.
for something in the court.
Exactly. Alicia, you're right. This is the way you talk in court or when you're testifying before a committee.
How to accuse or defendant.
Right. Or somebody
in
who
court.
is in court. Somebody who is under investigation says, I'm not obligated to answer the question, but I will nevertheless answer it. As if to say, I am making a concession. Now, you also see that every single one of these school kids has an attorney. Is that funny?
Yes. Yes, it's a very weird situation.
It's weird, but what is it? This is an American classroom. We have an American flag on the wall. And what makes this funny is that many people think that America these days is a litigious society. A litigious society. Litigious. Litigious. What does litigious mean? Does anyone know what litigious means?
No, it has something to do with people's rights.
Well, it's a legal word.
Legal.
Yes, legal. Katya, do you know what litigious means?
Yes.
How about the verb litigate? Litigate.
Litigate. It sounds familiar, but I have forgotten. Can you explain?
I'll explain it. Litigate means to try in a court, to go to court. And many people think that America is too litigious, that every time there's some kind of disagreement or some minor issue, people run to court. They hire attorneys and go to court.
Yes.
So it's gotten to the point that even on the first day of school, when you're answering the question what you did on summer vacation, that kids will resort to attorneys. All right. Now go back to the pictures and open Summer Vacation 2. Summer Vacation 2. And Daria, would you read the caption of this, please?
Okay, let me think. What I did on my summer vacation by special arrangement with the New Jersey State Police.
All right. What I did on my summer vacation by special arrangement with the New Jersey State Police. And Alessia, would you describe the picture here?
I guess his teacher is trying to asked him how he spent his summer vacation, and he had some problems with police.
Yeah, he's being escorted by two policemen.
Oh, he had some fun in summer on his summer vacation.
Well, so, Daria, do you think this is funny? What's the humor here?
Well, I'm not sure it's funny because, well, again, we should know the context, but I think the boy did something wrong, so he was caught by his parents, maybe, or teachers, and he talked in this way, I think.
Mm-hmm. Anyone who would typically be escorted by two police officers?
Some criminal.
Some criminal, yeah, exactly. So we have this little kid. What is it? We don't know how old he is. What is he? 10 years old.
And it's not funny, it's scary.
It's scary because he's presenting his report with the cooperation of the police. Presenting his report with the cooperation of the police. And criminals have police escorts, not students. What I did on my summer vacation. So yeah, this is I would call this a kind of black humor joke. It's kind of dark. This is dark humor, or black humor. That this is not. So black humor is a kind of humor. It's humor about. What other kind of humor do we have? I want to summarize here. So we've seen cartoons. We've got some bad feedback from somebody. We've seen cartoons. We've heard anecdote, the little jokes that Reagan was telling. Do all of you know what a pun is?
Yes.
A pun
is a play on words.
A play on words.
Like I'm trying to give an example, and I can't think of one at the moment.
Well,
minimum. What is a minimum? It's a very small mum.
Very fun. Minimum. Okay, that's good. And then there's another kind of humor called slapstick. Slapstick. Does anyone know what slapstick humor is?
Not quite. I'm not sure, but would like to know.
Maria, do you know what slapstick humor is?
What does mean slapstick?
Slapstick. Slapstick.
What does mean slapstick?
Slapstick is, or a pratfall. Slapstick humor is something like slipping on a banana peel, or having a pie in your face.
Oh, probably it's a very harsh humor.
Very harsh humor. Very harsh humor.
Maybe.
Very harsh humor. Pie in your face. Slipping on a banana peel. Okay. So, and then, but just by way of summarizing for today, we've seen that humor is what? What makes things funny? What does humor depend on?
Yeah, on cultural context, on the knowledge of cultural context, on context. Anyway, it could be different context.
Humor is very context specific. Very context specific. Okay, listen to me carefully. I will put this in writing in our club, But for next week, for next week, I would like each of you to do two things. I would like you to present an anecdote, a joke. Present a joke, an anecdote. Present a joke. And in Russian, it's called anecdote. And I want sort of the way Ronald Reagan was presenting the joke. And then, and second, I would like you to find a cartoon in English or Russian about teachers or teaching. Okay, so you will do that, and you will make presentations. So next week you'll do two things. You'll tell a joke and present a cartoon, and then explain to us all why they are funny. What makes them funny? Is everybody clear on the assignment?
How do we upload those cartoons?
Well, you find them, and next week when we begin, we'll show you how to upload the cartoons.
And you mean oral presentation, not some slideshow or anything like
just an oral presentation.
Explanation, like we have just done.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Everyone understand anyone not understand the assignment?
If you have questions, you can also put them in the chat.
I don't think it is a problem. Once one have understood and I can tell the others. I mean, if those who have understood can explain the others, it's not really a problem.
Something that you may need help with is if you, let's see, I see Ekaterina, your name is displayed in Cyrillic characters. And so you need to learn to switch your keyboard so that you can type in English in the chat box.
Okay.
And someone else may be able to help you with how to do that. I don't know how, but obviously some people in this group do know. And so that's an extra thing for you to think about this week, okay? There's one other thing that I would like to ask of you. I have, because I'm not familiar with Russian names, and particularly Russian nicknames, I would like you to next week, everyone, make a point of when you introduce yourself, tell me what you would like to be called. I've listened carefully, and so for you, for example, Katarina, are you Katya? I don't know. Or and Svetlana, are you Svetya? I'd like to know this next week because I don't understand very much about these names. It's been very confusing for me reading Russian literature because the same character may have 3 or 4 different names. From my point of view, I always have to make a list. And then we're nearly at the end of our time. I wonder if everyone would take a minute and write in the chat one thing that you've learned today that you didn't know before.
Sorry, couldn't catch it.
Okay.
What are you supposed to write?
One thing that you learned today that you didn't know before.
Okay. Right.
Do that now in the chat. Right now.
Okay.
Well, everybody do that.
Continuation.
It may be useful to everyone if when you are using your keyboard and you're not speaking, you would mute your microphone, because a lot of times if you get, especially if you have more than one person talking, there's a lot of audio feedback from that.
Contributions, good contributions, very nice. We, you know, we have done this, and we have done this a number of times. Oops. Oops. We have done this a number of times, but I have to say that for a first meeting, this one went very smoothly. Put it really very much more smoothly than many.
Thank you.
I know that the technology takes a little bit of working with, but I'm pretty impressed with how you did. And just come to class with a lot of patience, and we will by the end of the semester, not only will your English be better and your cultural competence be better, but you'll be technically better. Okay, ladies and gentlemen,
I would like to point out that could you guys please make audio recording as we asked you in our email and upload it using the Webinar audio recorder. Please read the text, the oral fluency evaluation test, and also answer the questions after the text. And also write some description of how you learn English, and it's posted to the blog in the club American today. Okay.
I have to say,
you had some problems with audio recording.
Yeah, I have the problem that this audio recording. I couldn't find the panel. It wasn't there.
Well, generally it works well. Maybe you need to switch your browser from, well, for example, Opera browser. If you have an Opera browser, you might have some issues with that. If you use Google Chrome or Firefox, you shouldn't have any problems. So
I used Firefox, and I couldn't see it. I really tried.
okay, another thing that may help is for you to restart your computer. Restart your computer before you try to do this. I want to